Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am your host, Mimi the Lightseer, and I am so thrilled that you are here with me today over here at the Pisces Tarot Experience. Your business is my business, and ooh, child, we about to get into somebody's business, okay? Going to get into somebody's business. Yes, we're going to get into somebody's business, okay? Listen, y'all. I had an earworm to come to me out of nowhere. And I was actually, here go my allergies. This only starts when I come on live. But anyway, I was literally doing my laundry and I was refreshed from taking a nap. And all of a sudden I hear Stevie Wonder playing in my ear. Okay. And I'm like, what in the world? And mind you, this is a song I love. Okay. I love this song. Okay. But before we get into the premise of this reading and what we're going to be getting deep into, okay, I want to say good evening to all my guppies, all my folks that's at work, that's listening, all to my international family. We are live across TikTok and YouTube today. So what's up to my YouTubers? We're about to get into it. If you are new to the Pisces Tarot Experience, go ahead and drop a star in the chat. If you are a returning friend, go ahead and add a fish. I want y'all to drop y'all zodiac signs because I want to go ahead and get into this reading. But one thing I will say, I think I'm going to stick and do a reading on twin flame energy update. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to focus on, the twin flame energy update. So y'all come on in and get comfortable. Remember, focus on what resonates with you and don't overlook a message just because you think it don't apply to you. If you don't know what your placements are, it's possible. We talking about you, okay? So today I'm gonna get into this twin flame energy reading, all right? But let me tell y'all about this earworm that I got, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all about this earworm that I got. It's from Stevie Wonder, okay? A Ribbon in the Sky is the name of the song, A Ribbon in the Sky. And it goes, it's a beautiful song, okay? Let me tell you, I was born in the 80s, and in the 80s, y'all, everybody got married to this song, okay? And even I, at this tender age of 40, also said to myself, if you ever get married, I want that to be the song that you and your husband dance to, okay? So the specific part that I was hearing in my ear, and it's not a real long song. What makes the song long is the instruments and the music and things like that. But the part that I was hearing in that moment was, we can't lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear that we cry. From now on, it will be you and I in a ribbon in the sky, a ribbon in the sky, a ribbon in the sky for our love. Okay? I was hearing the Stevie Wonder with the ribbon in the sky. And I said, who is in love? Because like, this is something, okay? This is something that's tangible, okay? And what makes this stand out to me is as we talk about these twin flame connections and things like that, we talk about, y'all, how there is a cord tied to you and this person. So I think it would be most appropriate for us to talk about that, but I'm gonna see what the energy says about this reading. But it's definitely for the ribbon in the sky. So I'm gonna play like a little snippet because I don't want to get in trouble, but I want to play a snippet for those of you who never heard the song or don't know what song I'm talking about. I want you to know what it sounds like, okay? got chills. When I tell y'all that's such a beautiful song, okay? I just played the instrument, okay? So when I tell you it is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song, all right? So it is definitely one of those records that when you hear it, you know somebody's in love. Now, the lyrics go, like I said, it's not a long song, so I can read it to you. It says, oh, for so long, this night I've prayed that a star will guide you my way to share with me this special day. Well, a ribbon's in the sky for our love. If allowed, may I touch your hand? If please, may I once again? So you two will understand that there is a ribbon in the sky for our love, okay? And it's saying this is not a coincidence, and this is far more than a lucky chance, but what it is what's always meant, okay? Let's put it, let's put an emphasis on that. And what is that is always meant, but what is that was always meant is a ribbon in a ribbon in the sky for our love. Okay, so that's when it goes into the part that I told y'all I was hearing that was saying, we can't lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear that we cry from now on. It will be you and I and a ribbon in the sky. Okay, that's the whole entire song. So it's not a long song at all, but the part that always stands out to me now at this season in my life is that, but what is that what was always meant. Okay. Oh, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, somebody got a lover coming their way. If y'all ready to get into it, I need y'all to put some hands up in the chat. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go. Let's go. Ha ha. What did I say? All right. The overall energy reading for this reading is open to discovery. Okay. There is a lock and a key here. There is another world through that. It's another dimension. Isn't that interesting? Okay. There is another dimension here that you're unlocking with this key. There's an undercurrent. Oh, that just gave me chills. Woo-wee. Now, remember the part that I told you that was standing out to me was this part of the song where he was saying that we'll find strength with each tear that we cry from now on. It will be you and I. You know, we'll gain, I done messed the song up. We'll gain strength with each tear we cry from now on. It's just you and I. Okay. Talking about with God on our side. Listen. The fact that there are stars all over this card with the key. Let me explain. Let me hold this up so you can see, because I want you to understand what I'm picking up. There is a keyhole here that's showing entry to a whole nother dimension. Okay. These keys that are present, or that key that is present there, represents wisdom, intellect, and freedom. Okay. Those stars that are there are reflective of faith, peace, compassion, and illumination. Okay, spirituality. And we over here talking about twin flames and things like that. Living a ribbon in the sky. I'm telling you, like, it's just interesting, right? What is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? People creeping down the street. I can't stand when people do that. Christian, turn that light off in the kitchen, please. Sorry, y'all. I can't stand when people be creeping. I see you looking up at my house. I'm looking back at you. Mind your business. How you doing? All right. The truth that we need to hear right now for our journey is what? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Blame. Okay? I accept responsibility for my well-being, but it's blame. Maybe somebody's finally owning up to the fact that they're responsible for the outcome of this relationship and what has been going on. They haven't been thinking properly, appropriately. They haven't been focused, possibly. Blaming other people for the demise. I'm not sure. We got to figure out where that's going with that. Okay. Our soul whisper. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all when we pulled the first card, Open to Discovery, and I said the key on that card represents wisdom? Do y'all remember me saying that just already? I said when we were talking about this card, and I was talking about how it's showing the pathway to another dimension and what that key and that hole represented. I said wisdom, intellect, and freedom. In addition to the stars, in addition to, oh my God, I got chills, y'all. Let's look this up. Let's see what this book got to say. Now, for those of you who are new to the Pisces Tarot experience, this is the only time you will see me looking up anything in a book. But I love the way that they write the passages for this book. My one gripe about this is that the way that they've written the book is not in order. So when you're looking for a card, you have to literally turn each page because there's no rhyme and reason as to how this is. Hey, Chemistry, welcome. Hey, Elizabeth. Elizabeth. But the earworm for today is Stevie Wonder, A Ribbon in the Sky. Okay? So for those of you who just joined, and that's where we are. And I am looking, as per usual, I dang near need to write a cheat sheet for where these pages are. Because like this drives me up the wall. But I'm now thinking about this blame card. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Wisdom. Yesterday, I was so clever. So I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. Now listen, remember when we was talking about this blame card and it was talking about accepting responsibility for your well-being? Perhaps this person is finally acknowledging that they haven't always made the right decisions. They haven't done the right things. They haven't always done right by you. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to dig into this because I'm telling you, I'm about sick of this. I'm so sick of this. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when I ain't sick, I'm tired. And when I ain't tired, I'm sick. Okay. All right, here we go. You are being urged to take a closer look at those things that are not immediately obvious at present. Many people, immediately obvious at present. Okay. Many people search outwardly for answers, but when you look to the eternal world for wisdom or advice, it may be difficult to find things that really resonate. It is time to turn inwards and trust your intuition. No one can understand your situation intimately as you, nor can they detect the subtle nuances that wave through your emotional landscape. Wisdom can often be found in unexpected moments that can force you to question those things that you have always known to be true and the seed within you learning to discover more. It calls you to live skin to skin with the world around you in order to enrich the very fabric of your heart and life. Turn to others for guidance and support, but always listen to your own voice and wisdom as it speaks. So this is encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen, to use understanding, knowledge, perception and prudence. All right. Now, I should have put a placeholder there. Darn it. Ugh. Anyway. Let me go back to the earworm. Let me play the earworm again, because like I said, the song is not that long. Okay. So I can read it to you. Okay. Oh, so long for this night I've prayed that a star will guide you my way to share with me on this special day. Well, ribbons in the sky for our love. If allowed, may I touch your hand? And if please, may I once again, so that you too will understand there's a ribbon in the sky for our love. This is not, and this is where I want to put an emphasis on. This is not a coincidence and far more than a lucky chance. But what is that what was always meant is a ribbon in the sky for our love. Now, the whole earworm that I was hearing was, we can't lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear that we cry. From now on, it will be you and I, and the ribbons in the sky, ribbons in the sky, ribbons in the sky for our love. Okay. So that was the earworm that I heard. Okay. And I said, what does this have to do with anything? I'm over here minding my business and folding up my laundry. And this is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to play a little snippet. Okay, just a little snippet. And then I'm going to get into these cards to figure out what is going on here. I think I got an idea, but I want to just, you know, set the tone. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. So now y'all know what song I'm talking about. Okay, we're talking about a ribbon in the sky. All right, so y'all get ready, because we're gonna jump into these cosmic insights. Exactly, all in divine timing, DBN says. And so that's what I was saying too when I first started this reading with the open to discovery. I talked about this pathway to another dimension that you can see here, and I talked about the key, and I talked about the significance of the stars that are there. Okay, and ironically, that card is fading into nighttime as we're talking about a ribbon being in the sky. Well, if you look up, are you gonna see a ribbon in the sky in the daytime? No, you're not. You'll see it at nighttime because it's written in the stars. That's why I said what what is that was always meant. Woo, child. Don't y'all got chills? Ooh, now this feel good to me. Let a love be in my forecast, okay? Because we know nothing, okay? If y'all ready to get into this reading, go ahead and drop the clapping hands down in the chat. Remember to focus on the message and take what is resonating with you and leave what doesn't. Don't overlook something just because you think it doesn't apply to you, because unless you know what we're talking about with all the placements, baby, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Let's get into it. Now, the first cosmic insight that we're going to pull is going to be what? Challenges. Make a decision and work on inner healing. Okay, so as we're talking about this, remember the blame card came out. I accept responsibility for my well-being. And also remember, as we were talking about this wisdom card, it was talking about how you have to focus on changing yourself. Having the wisdom and the intuition to know what to do and when to do it and how to do it. Okay, so somebody is facing some challenges that need to work on their inner self, their inner healing, their inner well-being. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all gonna throw tomatoes at me. Y'all gonna write me up. Y'all gonna block me, ban me, do all of that. But I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. As much as I'm an 80s, 90s baby R&B person, I'm not a big Stevie Wonder fan. But that song right there, I'm telling you, that song, I don't care where I am. That song come on, I immediately remember being at everybody's wedding in 1980 something and that song playing. Okay? I'm telling you, that is a beautiful, beautiful song. I immediately go back to that little girl that remembers hearing that song and how beautiful it was to see people dancing in their suits and their dresses and their tuxedos, you know. And so that has been something that has stayed with me all my life. How be it, right? Machismo? I don't know what the heck that is. Masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. Okay. So somebody is dealing with toxic masculinity traits. I'm just going to call it that. All right. Maybe your twin flame is dealing with a lot of negative masculine energy. Depending on what your relationship dynamic looks like. Okay. The T is I know Stevie got a lot of hits. Like, I like the song Living for the City, but like when it comes to like me ever listing him out, he would never be on my list of like top 10 singers like from that time. Luther Vandross, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Luther, girl, don't get me Luther. Okay, y'all. But I mean, I guess I was too young to really embrace Stevie Wonder and what he was trying to do. Hey, Miss Mood, welcome. And thank you so much. I got your donation. It took me like all day to respond because my phone was dead. But yeah, I definitely got confused there. All right, the T. Bank. I don't even know. I'm gonna do this again because I really got confused. Like if I shuffled this properly when I broke it up, I got distracted talking about Luther. Ooh. Listen, I don't care how Luther was in his personal life. That man had skills. Okay, he had skills. He had gifts and he had talents. And I hate that people treated him so poorly. That's all I'm gonna say. I hate that. All right. Let's try this again. Reflecting. Okay? Doing a lot of reflecting and inner work. Inner healing. Okay? Ooh, yeah. All right. I'm going to leave Luther alone. May Luther Vandross rest in peace. All right? What's underneath all of this? What lies beneath all of this? Getting a room, hotel, motel, sweet pleasure. Okay, so this person is dealing with toxic masculinity. They can't keep their thing in their pants. Sounds like we got another Earl. Now we're going to call this one Tyrone. Because Earl, everybody know Earl get around. We know Earl get around. We're going to call this one Tyrone. Courtesy of Miss Mood from earlier today. Okay, broken mirror. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Y'all, the guppies know y'all guppies know about Earl. Y'all was crying listening about Earl, but I wasn't wrong, was I? No, I wasn't. Okay. Dating. This card came out earlier today. I'm gonna shuffle this again because I don't know if that card. I'm over here. I'm not cheating. I'm just saying the card came out early and I want to make sure that I shuffled properly. That's all I'm saying. Now, if it come out again, it is what it is, okay? Mind games, immature, testing you, analyzing you. Okay, so somebody's playing mind games. Somebody is playing mind games. Immature, testing you. Sound like a twin to me. Okay, making sure. Sometimes when I put up my cards in full transparency, sometimes I'm rushing and I'll just take the cards and put them back in their spot and I don't necessarily shuffle them. I don't pre-shuffle them, so that's why I do that. So What is the true emotion here? Shocking news. Okay. Sounds like you're about to be left a little bit gasping for air. What is the motivational energy here? Hey, Gina. How you doing? Gina is one of the original guppies. Gina, you remember Earl? All right, here we go. Kisses, love, unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection, falling in love. I think kissing is the most intimate thing that you can do. I do. Because I ain't going to kiss everybody now. I am not, no. I'm not finna sit up here and exchange my spit with you. Yes, you are. Welcome. All right. Our last cosmic insight. I know this is not my normal time, y'all. So thank y'all for popping in. You've been rocking with me. I've been holding on to this read for the past 3 hours. Okay? Because it happened while I was doing my laundry. That was about 3 o'clock. All right, here we go. Cross. Okay? 6 of Wands energy with that 6 of clubs. Okay? Somebody's at a crossroads, wanting some redemption, needing something. Ironically, we're talking about a spiritual practice as we are talking about potential of twin flames. So for those of you who are just now joining, what I was discussing is the earworm that I heard today about 3 o'clock, which is Stevie Wonder's A Ribbon in the Sky. Okay. And I want to put an emphasis on the second verse in the hook. Okay. Or the pre-hook, which is, this is not a coincidence and far more than a lucky chance, but it is what was always meant. Is a ribbon in the sky for our love. We can't lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear that we cry. From now on, it will be you and I for a ribbon in the sky for our love. Okay, that was the earworm that I heard. Now, if y'all ready for this reading, I'm trying to decide if I should keep it general and keep it as a twin flame update, or should I target a specific group? But if y'all ready for this read, I need y'all to go ahead and put those drums down in the chat, because we need to get to it. We need to figure out what is going on in the spiritual realm that we need more information on. Okay? Because I definitely feel like this is the runner. I'm sorry, this is a chaser. This is the runner energy. Okay? So if y'all ready for this read and y'all want to know what's going on in the soulmate cycle, when it comes to these spiritual connections, go ahead and hit the drums. Hit the drums. Because we got to get into this business. We got business to discuss. All right. What did I say? This is our chaser. This is runner. Okay. So just to recap, our chaser is dealing with challenges, working on their inner healing. Brave fart. So they're reflecting. Okay, could be praying and meditating. Sick and tired of somebody playing mind games with them. Somebody's being very immature, testing you and analyzing you. And you may be thinking about this person and how they kiss you. Okay, the kissing may have been what lured you to them, what you found attractive about them. Okay, that could be that's when you possibly could have fallen in love with this person. The runner is dealing with toxic masculinity. Okay, they're over here dealing with masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. Okay, they may be up here getting hotel rooms and doing things external to their home. Somebody's about to get some shocking news, whether that's you or them. And then they're also dealing with a crossroad, okay, with this 6 of clubs. Just to recap, the overall energy was open to discovery, talking about blame and accepting the well-being for your well-being and dealing with wisdom. All right, so here we go. Hey, Belinda, welcome. All right. I'm going to switch this around because I want the runner to be on top and I want the chaser to be down here. Not by the minions. Okay, here we go. Runner. Knight of Cups. Your runner walks around here deceiving everybody, making them feel like they're the special one. Your runner is running around here making people think and feel and believe that they got a chance in snowball's hell to be with them. This person is walking around being very romantic, very loving, very we already know this person deals with, thank you for my gift, Gloria. We already know this person is expecting to do manly things, right? We know that because we have these 2 cards here dealing with toxic masculinity and them getting the room. So this person may have a bad habit and they may thrive. Thank you, Mimi Queen. Thank you. Thank you for my gift. This person may thrive in these instances where they meet unexpected people and they take advantage of people's vulnerability. Okay. This person may be a person who comes across as being concerned and serious and really wanting to be in love. And they have a habit of trying to woo women like that. That's where they get their claim to fame. Like they come on very strong. They seek to I have to sneeze. Excuse me. I promise y'all, I don't know what it is about my allergies that every time I start doing a reading, my nose and my sneezing. I don't understand. But this person probably comes across being highly attractive, highly intelligent, highly manipulative. Okay? This person comes around acting like the knight in shining armor for everybody that they're meeting. But the gag is they're not a serious person at all. Okay? So I don't know what they got going on in their personal lives that they get off from doing this. Okay? But it definitely has an effect on how this person shows up. And this person comes in acting like they're coming to rescue you. Rescue me. Let me tell you. Okay? Now, the chaser in this is coming in as the Seven of Swords. Okay? The chaser is tired of being left out in the cold. Okay? The chaser is trying to be very strategic and methodical about how to proceed and treat this relationship. They're tired of the runner playing mind games. Okay? You're tired of the immaturity. You're tired of the way that this person is acting. And it's very hurtful to you because as you reflect and think about it, you're like, okay, well, what is it within me that allows you to think that this is okay for you to treat me this way? And this is why this person is dealing with the challenges and focusing on their inner healing. This is also why the blame card is here, because it's like the chaser is starting to realize that they're responsible for the outcome of what's happening, whether it's for them or not. Right? You're acknowledging and realizing that you too have done things to help empower this person to treat you the way that they've been treating you. You want to let go. You really do. But the other part of you is like holding on to some type of hope, holding on to some type of faith that things are going to change miraculously in this relationship that's going to cause them to wake up. It's like the chaser doesn't want to give up. The chaser knows there's other people involved. This person is clearly dealing with other people. There may be 2 other people this person is dealing with. But it's definitely one of those instances where the chaser is tired of being left out in the cold and trying to figure out the right way to approach this situation and to be able to move forward. Okay? So this is a very disappointing, heartfelt time, a hurtful place. Because like I said, with this kisses card here, the chaser is willing to love unconditionally because they fell in love with this person. They fell in love. Okay? Now, the positives in this is that both of you guys have ended up becoming very weakened and overtaken by this relationship. I'm not making excuses. Okay? I'm not making excuses for the runner being a coward, because they have the opportunity to change that. They just got to be honest and forthcoming, in which they have not been. My chasers are feeling overpowered and weakened because y'all sick and tired of it. Every time you move on with your life, you think that you happy. Here come this person pulling back up in your thoughts and in your dreams and in your, you know how it goes. You start seeing their name everywhere. You start seeing numbers. You start seeing people that look like them. You start seeing cars. Damn you! The more you try to live your life without them, the more they have some type of way of sneaking back in and making you feel like you got to spin the block and go backwards. And every time you spin the block and go backwards, here they go making you feel stupid for even trying. And you really have to stop and ask yourself, which I know you're doing, but you really have to stop and ask yourself, like, what the is wrong with me that I have to keep going back to this person? It's almost like the Bible talks about a dog returning to its vomit. Okay? You want out of this situation, so you leave it alone, but then your heart still longs for this person, so you end up spinning a block, and then you're right back in this destitute situation where you're upset because now they making you feel stupid for caring. The consequences in this is this Page of Pentacles. The consequence is every time you have a conversation with this person, they give you the false sense of hope and reality that things are better. They're definitely playing games with your feelings and your emotions. You may be also vacillating back and forth about the communication with this person. Because every time you see them, I'm looking specifically at her reaction of the pentacle in her hand, which is over her heart. I'm looking at the two entities, the angel that's to her left and then the demon is to her right. I'm also looking at that rainbow that is there. Okay, that is reflective of hope, love, and fulfillment. I'm also looking at those spiritual lights, right, that are coming down. And you think about how she looks so happy to hear those words or to hear from this person. Okay, the heart is relieved, the heart is open. But remember what I said, this is the consequence. So this person always seems to make you feel like a fool. Okay? They always seem to try to make you feel like a fool. And it's troubling because you're just trying to be kind.
And you could have did it.
Okay? What you need to do to heal with this Five of Swords here. Okay? This is an inner conflict. All right, look at her face. She's over here like, I can't believe I'm cut. I can't believe I'm wounded. I can't believe I'm injured. And look how everybody else done stop what they doing. And looking at her over here bleeding. And look at this penguin. Look at the penguin. Y'all, why is this penguin here patting this lady on the head? Oh, poor little tink tink. You got a boo-boo. It's not funny, but it is. Now, what's interesting is everybody here looks so sad. You have three mermaids. One is over here with the two swords crossing. They're fighting. You got one back here by themselves. This person here got on a whole outfit. Nobody else got on an outfit. Why she got on a shirt? But with this Five of Swords, this is conflict. This is chaos. This is instability. These are things that you cannot believe. Like when things get bad, things get bad. And I feel like you can't believe this person says and does the things that they say and do to you. For you to be so connected and so in love and so in tune with this person. It doesn't make sense. You know why it doesn't make sense? This is a twin flame. This is a soulmate connection. This is a spiritual connection, not just any old soulmate. This is a spiritual connection. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can't understand for the life of me, why am I stuck with a stupid partner? How come I couldn't have somebody else that had themselves together? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what have I done with my life that I deserve this?
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So what you need to do to heal is to acknowledge the fact that you are truly hurt by this. And it's a hard pill to swallow. Because when you're in these twin flame situations, you can't go by everything that everybody telling you on the internet. You can't go by that. People will have you over here thinking it's all hunky-dory and all. No, being in a twin flame situation is the worst thing of your life. It is the nightmare come true. It is 21 Elm Street for the heart. It ain't for the weak. It's not for the weak at all. And it is so painful because every time you think you got your life together, first of all, ain't nobody asked to be in this to begin with. Okay, nobody asked to be in this. Did you ask for this? Did any one of y'all pray for y'all twin flame thinking that it was going to be something amazing? You over here just walking around in a fog. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Spirit told me to tell the truth and shame the devil. I wrote in a journal, and I have that journal up there in that cabinet. I wrote in my journal back in 2013. Oh, God. Please help me find my divine partner. Please help me find my twin flame. Let me tell you, that could have been a prayer Jesus could have ignored, okay? You could have skipped that. Because when I tell you, it has been the most hurtful thing of my life. It has been so debilitating to the point that I don't even want to date no more. I'm good. Because I don't like how it feels. Going through these, Pop Blunt said, I was thinking it was some good stuff. Yeah, because that's the way the world makes you feel. The world makes you feel like this. I mean, that's what I keep telling y'all. Log off the internet. Stop listening to these folks. Because a lot of these people that be talking, they be talking and giving bad advice. Twin flame connections can be beautiful if both of you have healed, if both of you have done the work. If. First of all, not every twin flame connection, and y'all have heard me say this since the beginning of me doing my TikToks. Since the beginning of time, I've been telling, well, my time with you, I have been telling you, twin flame connections, not everybody is supposed to be in union in this lifetime. There are several cycles that you go through. It's going to be some dark night of the soul moments. They come, they go. They treat you shitty. They do things to trigger you and piss you off. You minding your business, living your life, finally get back to your doggone sense of happiness. And here come this Mickey Ficky coming in again like a thief in the night, just trying to F up your good day. Here they come. I can't tell y'all how much money I done spent talking to psychic readers and people who invest, who are specialized in twin flame connection, because I don't understand it. You can go to read all the Reddit posts that you want to read. No two journeys are alike. You know why? Because everybody's spiritual connection with this person are different. Some people may incarnate in this life and have all they lessons learned. And so did that person. And bloop, they get together. They've been knowing each other since kindergarten and their life is happily ever after. Others may come across their twin flame. Everything be all good. You think you got the one. Bloop, something rip you apart. See, that's how you know for real, if it's a real twin flame connection. Because something gonna rip that ass apart. Okay? Let's just talk. Let's talk. Something gonna come up and happen. And it happens usually within the first 90 days of you building with this person. So you good and warmed up to this person. And next thing you know, right? And from that point on, it's turbulent. Different people got different chords. You might have a red chord, you may have a blue chord, you may have a silver chord. It's different chords that indicate different timing. You can meet them in this lifetime, don't mean you're supposed to be with them in this lifetime. But for the people who got the right chord, the red chord, and you're supposed to be with them in this lifetime, and this Mickey Ficky keep playing games with you, Y'all gonna have to let it burn. Pop says, trying to set me up. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just it's a heartbreaking thing to be in. But yet people have glamorized being in these twin flame things. First of all, you don't even get to pick who your twin is. So anybody talk about I want to pick a new twin? What? You can't pick one. Y'all are of the same spirit with in the same soul. Two different bodies. Well, not the same soul. That's the part that make it confusing. They have their soul, you have your soul, but it's a split of that. Okay. But the point is, y'all are one and the same. One and the same. One of you gonna be yin, one of y'all gonna be yang. Together, y'all work just fine. And that's the crazy part, because y'all get together and everything is all good. Y'all just blending this in love. You hearing the butterflies. You over here feeling good. Can't stop smiling. Over here in La La Land. And don't play Jenga with your body parts. Playing Tetris with your body parts. Don't do that, because that's going to make you real even more confused. You're going to wake up, be like, what in the world? And no matter what you do, this person could tell you some old foul, jacked up bullshit. And you know what you're going to do? You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. But that's why you got to realize that the things that this person is saying and doing to you is hurtful, that is painful. Okay? You got to recognize that. That's why you got to do that to heal. I'm sorry, what that's trying to teach you, I said it backwards. What you need to do to heal is let go of your vision and your fantasy of what a happy place looks like in terms of relationships, marriage, and family. It is possible that you can have these things. And for some of you, you might even have to be looking for these things to be outside of this person. Because remember what I told you, if this person is not healed, if this person is not ready, you over here holding out hope for something that ain't gonna never come to pass. And you over here driving yourself crazy, trying to fix a person who ain't trying to be fixed. And it is so hard to let this situation go. It is difficult. It is challenging because you're in love with this person. Everything in you loves everything about this person. You love even the back of their earrings. Life does go on outside of your twin. No matter where they go, no matter what they do, they're going to always be with you. You're going to always be with them. You know why? Because you are them and they are you. That's the hard lesson that you got to accept. Because we become so fixated and so resolute. It's got to be you. That's right. Love does not hurt, Pop. Hey, Rocky, welcome back. And that's what we got to stand on business. Because, see, the reason why there's a runner-chaser dynamic is because the runner has not evolved. They ain't evolved. There are so many cycles in this twin flame thing. They keep running because they don't want to grow up. They got a higher calling. They know somebody calling their name. They know. But they don't want to give into it. They don't want to come back. They don't want to. And that's the hardest pill that you got to swallow. Knowing when you want to reach out to this person, knowing when you want to call them, knowing when you're yearning for them, when you want to see them, when you want to be around them. Knowing that you got to keep telling yourself they don't feel that way. They don't share those same feelings. They don't share those same thoughts. Knowing that you can't keep giving in to the mind games that they're playing. Being immature. Testing you. Real love don't show up like that, right? When somebody really wants you and somebody really want to be with you, they gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that you're comfortable and you're confident in that relationship. Ladies, we don't have to chase no man that want to be with us. We don't. But we chase this person. Why? Well, the answer to that is typically what happens is the feminine energy of that twin flame cycle is likely more advanced and more evolved. We're more in tune with what we're experiencing, whereas the male energy is a little delayed, as they are a little delayed with everything else in life. I'm sorry to say. Okay, but just because they come in a male body doesn't mean that they have masculine energy either. They could be the feminine. So it's possible that it could be some other things going on there. All right. Now I'm just going to keep it there because I don't want to confuse nobody. Now, the King of Pentacles is here. Okay. The hardest thing our chasers are having to do is to change their vision of what love and life looks like. Changing what happiness looks like. Changing what joy looks like. Changing what your vision looks like for a marriage and a relationship, whatever it is that you wanted. It's the hardest pill to swallow. That the person that you thought was the it, they not that. It's hurtful because you're looking at this person like, what did I ever do to you to deserve this treatment from you? And as many times as somebody will tell you, and I'm going to repeat the narrative, it's nothing that you've done that is wrong. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
I guess we'll never know.
This is why blame came up here. And you having to accept responsibility for your well-being. We have to accept responsibility. If you should ever get your life together. Okay? If you should ever get to the point to where you want the same things that I want, call me. I'm open to discovery. I'm open to seeing what's behind all of this. Because as I started out this reading talking about, I said there is a keyhole here that's showing. Sorry, I can't figure out how to point. Okay, y'all see this hole? Okay, it's showing you a whole nother dimension behind here, and it's going to require a whole lot of faith, a whole lot of intuition, and a whole lot of freedom, liberty, grace to access that. And it is the hardest thing to do. It's to forgive yourself. Rocky, I agree. Rocky said, I'm trying to forgive myself. I'm trying to forgive myself too. It is the hardest thing because your heart is talking. Your heart is speaking. Okay? Your heart is speaking and talking to you and telling you. Wait till y'all feel their feelings and their emotions. When you're dreaming about them and you don't want to be dreaming about them. When you hear them talking to you. It's hurtful. But then you also got to look at, why do I continuously allow myself to be in this predicament with you? This person acting like Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest!
They're caught up in their lives. The best thing that you can tell yourself when you're thinking about your twin and you don't hear from them, and you feel the urge to pick up the phone and to want to reach out, they like their lives the way that it is. They like their lives better off without me. They like the way that they're living. I'm trying to tell you, Pop, you're absolutely right. Okay? So it's difficult bringing yourself into the place of knowing that you got to break free. How do you break free? You can't break free. You can't. I can't tell y'all how many times I done burnt this person's pictures. I done burnt their names. I done did it all. I done did it all. And every time I think that I've gotten to the point where I have convinced myself that I am done, some keep pulling me back. And then I feel stupid every single time. I regret it every single time. And it's challenging. But you know what's up, chasers. You know what it is. It's a mind game. They're immature. They're testing you. And this is an opportunity for you to continue to work on your inner healing. I know ain't nobody trying to hear that. We want definitive, immediate, resolute answers. Either it is or it isn't. Now, when we go back to the earworm for today, okay? I'm about to recap what the earworm was. This is not a coincidence and far more than a lucky chance, but it is, that was always meant, is a ribbon in the sky for our love. We can't lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear that we cry. From now on, it will be you and I, and a ribbon in the sky, a ribbon in the sky, a ribbon in the sky for our love. It's in the stars. It's in the stars, literally. I feel like the last time you may have saw this person or spoke to this person had very cold words for you. This person may have had a very cold, I'm getting cold chills right now. They may have been very cold, callous, careless, arrogant in their demeanor, acting like you didn't mean anything to them, acting as though you were irrelevant. Cold. Y'all see this man? Cold. And you have to remember that interaction. It's so many times when I think about my twin, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I want to reach out and I just scroll up and remember the last time. It's still very raw. And every single time make me feel stupid. Every single time. I feel as though the chasers have been doing the work. The chasers have been doing the work. They've been working on themselves. reflecting on what they could have done differently. Still trying to process and make sense of all the things that have happened, and it's never going to make sense. I hate to say it, but the chasers got to get to the point to where you realize that it's not solely on you. It's their relationship too. And if they want it, they got to do what it takes to make it happen. So Belinda asked me, is it that they're pulling on your heartstrings when you're not thinking about them? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, I can tell when she's thinking about me. Because it's more intense. I know once I had just thought about him and I was really proud of myself because I had not been thinking about him. And then maybe like 5-10 minutes later, I get a text from him. And it was just like, mother trucker. They know when you're thinking about them. And you know when they're thinking about you. I have dreams about him. And it's always in my dream. He's apologizing. He's trying to have communication. I see his family in him, which is really weird. But honest to God, like, it makes you feel so powerless because you can't control it. It's uncontrollable. And it don't take much to trigger you with them. It could be something as simple as their name popping up, especially if they have a very common name. You may see things like people who drive their vehicles, people who look like them, a lot of whatchamacallit, a lot of synchronicities and signs, you know, all of those different things, right? And here's the thing, this is gonna really trip y'all out, but do you realize that if that person leaves this earth, or if you leave this earth spiritually, you're still connected to them? You stuck with this person like Chuck forever. I think personally, I don't know this to be true, but I'm just speculating. I think one of the reasons why Lauren London is having such a hard time dealing with the death of Nipsey is because I believe that was her twin. I don't know that to be true. It's just an assumption that I'm making. Some of the things that she says, some of the things that she does leads me to believe that that's why she has such a strong connection to him. She won't move on. Mika said she hasn't moved on yet. She won't move on. I don't think she will totally move on from that. Death in reverse. You guys may have been very frustrated with the way that things were going in this relationship with this person. You guys may have experienced a lot of stagnation and immobility. You guys feel like no matter where you go, no matter what you do, it feels like there's no growth and there's no progress here because this person doesn't want that. Just like you're dealing with agony and going through growing pains, dealing with this twin flame situation, the person that's in this with you is running because they also have to deal with that. Okay? So they're not in a hurry trying to move on with you because it's going to require work. They ain't stupid. Just like you're doing the work, they got to do the work. But see, your runner is dealing with toxic masculinity. They trying to sex their way through this with other people. It's easier for them to play games with people. It's easy for them to run around and get a room and sneak around and do all of that. It's easier to play mind games than it is to be mature enough to boss up. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work. You know why they don't want to do the work? Because the work requires you to be accountable. The work requires you to take blame for your own well-being. It requires you to acknowledge that you have messed up. They don't want to do that. They're not evolved. You've been working on you this whole time, trying to be healthy, happy, and whole, trying to be balanced, trying to be settled, trying not to cry yourself to sleep at night. The moment they start thinking about you, oh, trust me. Trust me. They feel that beat down.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
I'll tell y'all something real personal. One time I was in the midst of connecting with my person. Shouldn't have been doing it, but y'all know how I go. Oops, there goes my shirt up over my head. Okay? And this person says to me, why does this feel so good?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I'm still at a loss for words, okay? Because what are you saying here, sir? Are you trying to say that it doesn't always feel that way and this time it does? And so Mika says it's because it's an intense connection that's unexplainable. And I believe that to be the case, but it was just like, move out the way. It was just like, do what now? Okay. And from that point on, I'm like, stay back. This person has also wasted a whole lot of valuable and precious time acting like they don't know what's going on. This person is very much so aware. They're very much so aware. They know that this is a connection that's unlike any other. It is unmatched. They can go out and try to go deal with 793 other different women. They're going to keep hitting their head every time because they're going to look for you and all the wrong people. It's not rocket science. But they don't want to do the work. This is why they come around you, get their fix, and then they go on about their business. This is why they keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Because every time they come around, they're testing the theory. I'm just trying to see what's up with Shorty. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Shorty. What you so worried about what I got going on for? What you so worried about what I'm doing? The only reason why this person is coming around is because they just want to make sure that you ain't moved on yet. And they can test the theory when they come around you. They can peek their head in the door, make sure it's still open, and then they want to leave again. But I definitely feel like they about to get shocking news. Maybe your reaction ain't gonna be the reaction that they used to getting. Maybe you get to the point to where you just like, you know what, it's time for me to boss up and level up and leave this alone. I don't care what kind of connection it is. I'm not your priority. I'm not your top choice. I'm not even on the team. It's time to change the channel. The last time I saw my twin, I said to myself, maybe that was our goodbye. This person has made it clear to me that this is not what they want. Okay? So I need to be clear that I've moved on with my life. I could say hello. Just make sure you're still breathing. But what does that do? At this point,
It is what it is. It is what it is.
this person has meticulously decided to take their time, underinvest, and waste time in your life. This person knows exactly what they're doing. They're not stupid. Very intelligent person. And we need to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt and thinking that they don't understand what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing when they're doing it. They're not dumb. They know what they're doing. Okay. They know exactly what they're doing. But you're sitting up here, you're evaluating, waiting for truth and justice. Y'all ready to hear? You ready to beat the drum? You waiting for them to come back and to apologize and to acknowledge and to reflect and to say, I messed up. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that in their person. Everybody is over here just waiting for that moment to come around. You're just waiting. And days turn into nights, and nights turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. Months turn into years, and you're just waiting. And it's another sad love song. Because they don't ever step up. They never come to say any of those things. And then you start feeling like this is something going on in your mind. Like this is something you made up in your imagination. You can't explain it. You can't talk to nobody about it. Got you feeling like you psycho. Like you belong in a padded box somewhere. A padded room somewhere. But I will tell you, there are things happening right now energetically that is causing there to be a shift. And y'all will remember, you will know, I told y'all back in October, I said, if you've been dealing with your runner doesn't speak up to you by October 17th, things were going to get exceptionally difficult for them. And they're going to be forced to have to reckon with this. They're feeling very embarrassed about how they've been treating this connection. Trust me with that.
Embarrassing.
And you should be feeling embarrassing. Because if you would have came to me half cooked, I still would have made a meal with it. I still would have made it do what it was going to do. But you want to run and play games. You still want to be for the streets. You still want to be, living in Delulu land. I know we in December. My point is when I said that, I said for those of you who have not heard from your connection, and y'all can go back and whatever reading it was in, I can't remember which reading it was October. But I said that if this person did not make contact, that they were going to have some hard weeks to come up. And I also said around Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving, I believe it was, specifically I said on Thanksgiving Day, I believe I said Thanksgiving was going to be a hard day for a lot of folks. Mercury retrograde is still going on. It will still be going on going into January 5th, I believe is the last day of retrograde. And you got post shadow. So if people are walking around here pretending like they don't understand what's happening, you are going to be forced to confront. You're going to be forced to confront it. And guess what, baby? Chasers, it ain't going to be you confronting them. It's going to be the runners confronting you with their mess. It's a lot going on. So for those who want to be resistant and act like they don't know what's going on, you don't get past this no more. You don't get past this no more. You don't get a chance to test me and act like you don't understand what's going on. It's time to and I'm seeing a lot of people on YouTube talking about making peace with this. We've all made peace with it. It's never going to be peace because it's something you don't understand. See, in order for you to make peace with something, you have to have an understanding. If you don't have an understanding, how you going to have peace with it? All you can do is have gratitude and be thankful for the things that you don't understand. Be thankful for the goodbyes. Be thankful for the abstinence of this person. That's all you can do. Be thankful for their presence and be thankful for their absence. But don't respond or react out of fear. Because see, what's causing them to run is fear. They're afraid of the connection, y'all. They're afraid. They're afraid of what this is going to do for them, what this means for them. That's why they're running. But chasers, y'all going to have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're going to have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed because being a person who's always in prayer and meditation and worship, if I'm being totally honest, this whole year doesn't make sense to me. And I have been coming and talking to Jesus, just like, okay, bro, what's up? Can you please remove this thorn from my side? And as I was thinking about what that scripture means, I was thinking about a thorn. And as I love roses, I love fresh flowers, I was thinking about what a thorn is. It's just something to prick you. It just sticks you. You ain't gonna die from it. It's not gonna kill you. But it's something that makes you feel so uncomfortable. It's unbearable. It's unmanageable. But those thorns are needed for growth. Think about it. It's uncomfortable. I'm probably going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Just being honest. Because it's a shame. I am ashamed. I am embarrassed. I am humiliated. I feel foolish. I feel vulnerable. I feel weak. I feel sickened. Because all of those emotions are still very raw to me. You know why this raw to me? Because I don't understand it. So how can I make peace with how somebody has treated me or responded or reacted to me when I didn't do anything to cause the reaction to begin with? It's like, what the hell I do to you? And I know I'm not alone. If you're honest about your situations with your twin, you probably feel all that I mentioned and more. It's confusing. It's chaotic. It's diabolical. It is insane. But when I keep thinking about it, I just keep saying, I thank God that I'm not in your presence. Because all you will be doing is walking around here acting like you got to do this stuff, you this, that, and the third. Walking around here and, you know, just ain't no telling what I could be involved in right now. Some mess. So I got to say goodbye for now. Because no matter what happens, you're going to always be with me. You can't even cuss the person out. You can't even say F you. Because then you're saying that to yourself. You can't even say, I have to sneeze. You can't say any of the things that you want to say to that person. Because you have to be mindful when you're talking to your twin, you're talking to yourself. You are them and they are you. This person is definitely abusing their connection with you. Put that King of Swords in reverse. They're very mindful of their effect with you. They know that they have a handle on you just like you have a handle on them. They're abusing their stance. They're abusing their relationship. They're abusing their power with you. They're definitely doing things intentionally to hurt you. But as best as you can, we got to learn how to close the door, y'all. I can't make this up. Y'all got this Lover's card in reverse. This is a very frustrating place to be. It's a very hurtful place to be. It is a very... This leaves a lot to be desired. Okay? Because this speaks to separation. Disharmonious in a relationship and a connection. Things are not all that they should and could be. You may also feel like there is an unhealthy connection in this. And it's only because this is not being reciprocated. They're running from you. They don't want to be held accountable. They think that if they continue to avoid this situation for as long as they possibly can, they really seem to believe that it'll just go away. They're so aloof. They don't understand that this is a spiritual connection. It's here. It's what's meant. It's what's meant. We gotta stop empowering people to mistreat us and to disrespect us, regardless of what the connection is. Yes, and we've been talking a lot about divine timing as well. Glenn, it is possible that you have a twin that's significantly younger than you. There's a lot of conflict going on. It's going to continuously be a lot more conflict. You got competition between other people. Other people are probably coming in and causing controversy and disconnects because this person is not focused. They're very much so distracted, and they continuously distract themselves to not focus on you or this connection. Let them have their space and let them have their time. If they come around, be nice, be cordial, stay positive, but that's it. I told y'all, this person keeps looking for you and other people with this Two of Cups. They may find other soulmates because you can't have multiple soulmates. You got multiple soulmates. You can only have one twin flame. So they may find multiple people that are reflective, that are soulmates for them. They'll never replace you. Never replace you. They're always going to be desiring you. And here's the gag. No matter who they go get with. No matter who they go get with. Y'all ready for this? No matter who they go get with and no matter who you get with, it's not going to last because y'all haven't dealt with this. And let me preface that by saying it only matters if you have a red string twin flame connection in this lifetime. Red string means that you're supposed to be together in this lifetime. Now, granted, people have free will. Okay? People have free will, so they can do whatever they want to do. Just like you can do whatever you want to do. But just because y'all do whatever y'all want to do don't mean that it's the right thing to do. Doesn't mean it wasn't in the divine plan for you to do that and to take that action. So trust me, there's an abundance. So if this person want to keep playing stupid and doing stupid things and leave you out in the cold, you will find somebody else that you can settle with. They will never be them and them will never be you. You understand what I'm saying? You can never replace your twin. It's a game. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to go on a spiritual journey that's going to be very, very uncomfortable. And you got to be very curious, inquisitive, and childlike. That's why when I started out this reading, the part of the earworm that I kept hearing was this part. We can't lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear that we cry. From now on, it will be you and I. So I'm curious to know if said person plans on having a conversation with you in the immediate future. I'm going to look at time in here in a second. And I'm going to look at some other things, excuse me. But I feel like this person is going to try to have a conversation with you about this connection. And I feel like at that time, you're going to have to reevaluate whether or not this is something that you really want to do. If this is something that's really for you. Okay? And the shocking news is that you're going to be so apprehensive about moving forward, they're not going to be able to believe it. But look at all the games and all the lies that you played. Now, you guys will also recall that within the last week, I did say that the chaser-runner dynamic is going to change. I can't remember what reading I was in, but I did say recently that the runner then becomes the chaser and the chaser then becomes the runner. Okay, there's cycles to this. There's levels to this. Pat says she spoke to him today, but kept it short. Yeah, I spoke to mine yesterday and I kept it short as well. But that was because it was bothering me because I kept thinking about him and I was just like, hi. So you want to be dry and stale? Let me be dry and stale too. I ain't do nothing to you. Now, with this 5 of Swords here in reverse, okay, this may lead to some type of angst, okay? Some type of angst, some type of, I wish the spirit moved me out the way because I've been trying. I've been praying. Please move me. Please give me somebody of greater or equal value that is so handsome and so sexy and so smart and so intelligent. Somebody who would just make me totally forget that this person even exists in the world. Because that's where I am. I wish I could cut that whole phase of my life out. And I literally was having a conversation with God yesterday. I was driving in the car, stuck in traffic. And I was literally saying this to God. I said, why can't I just forget that piece of my life? And you know what God said to me? You know what he said to me? Well, if you forgot that whole phase of your life, then you would never know what it felt like. And I said to myself, okay, God, you got a point. You got a point. I needed to know what it felt like so that I know what something else should feel like. So I had to experience it. Had I not experienced it, I wouldn't know what it feels like. But why did my emotions have to be so connected? Why did my heart have to be so open and so vulnerable and so free with a pure and genuine love? Only to just be torn down and belittled and berated and made a fool of. Y'all quiet like y'all don't know what that feels like. It gets crazy, right? So I do feel like you guys may be having a conversation with this person. I feel like this person may still be trying to abuse their power, their influence over your life. I do feel like you guys may be working together to overcome these challenges and these obstacles with this competition that's out there. It's going to be a slow process. This ain't going to be a quick process. Y'all may come together. Okay, y'all may come together. Y'all may try to work on this and you may take that leap of faith again. But I do feel like with this 5 of Swords being here in reverse, I do feel like this is going to make you still feel very highly vulnerable. It's not ready for that union. Now, for those of you who don't understand the cycles, let me Google it. It's several. So you may be coming to the point where you're at the point of surrendering and letting go, which will cause that opportunity to rekindle. And that may be where we are here with this. But I definitely feel like it's still not ready. This is going to have to be their decision. And I think what's going to really bother them is when they finally get the guts to come forward and to say what they've been thinking and what they're feeling, they're going to be shocked. Because you're not going to get them the reaction that they're looking for. You're so numb to it. You're so numb to it. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They coming around here trying to, rekindle. You skeptical, rightfully so.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Now, I'm trying to tell you, I'm sick and tired. And when I ain't sick, I'm tired. And when I ain't tired, I'm sick. Because I ain't going to hold you. I ain't going to hold you. In my mind, in my heart, and in my spirit, I really want to tell this joker here.
Get your shit! Get your shit! And get out!
That's how I feel. Don't say nothing to me. I won't say nothing to you. I can delete your number, but I know it by heart. I deleted your number the last time, and here you come texting me. And when I seen that, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Angels, what messages do you have for the people that are in this reading dealing with a runner-chaser dynamic? What messages do you have for the people in this reading who are dealing with a runner-chaser dynamic? Please and thank you. The universe definitely got jokes. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We just talked about it. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the people who are in this reading? Listen.
I can explain.
What you explaining, sir? It's time to disconnect from the world. Retreat. Okay. Now, oh, I forgot. Bottom of the deck, you got the Hierophant. Yeah, this is a lesson that's got to be learned. This could be a lesson for you. This could be a lesson for them. But there's definitely lessons that got to be learned. Okay? Definitely lessons that got to be learned. You're definitely going to have to let go. And I don't know what that looks like for you. Heck, I don't even know what that looks like for me because I feel like I've already let go as much as I can let go. If I let go of my brain anymore, I'm going to be brain dead. You know? So here we are talking about blame again. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. Didn't I say something like that for verbatim not too long ago? It was nothing that you could have done wrong. Blame came up here. I take responsibility for my well-being. But I recall saying for verbatim, it was nothing that the chaser could have done any differently. This person was going to run no matter what. They got what they finally wanted, and they like, and they ran with their little feet in their car and got their cell phone down. Love on the brain. Can't think straight when you in love. Can't think straight when things ain't right in your love life either. You make illogical, irrational decisions. Oh, I can't even shuffle. Romeo and Juliet, what messages do you have for a runner and a chaser? A runner and a chaser dynamic. Time to say goodbye. Farewell. Gotta let it go. I just said, not even 5 minutes ago, you got to get to the point of surrendering. And many of us feel like we've surrendered so many times. Spirit said, it's not up to you to fix it. They got to want it. They got to come forward. So you got to say goodbye and be clear with your boundaries about what you want and what you don't want. So that way you're no longer playing these games, okay? You're no longer being subjected to the heartache and to the pain, the resentment, the anger that comes along with it because they've been playing mind games. Does that make sense? So you need to leave it alone for now and let them put the effort and energy in coming forward. That's why they're going to be shocked to know that you're no longer appeased by the minimum. They got to do the work. They got to want you and they got to show it. What thoughts does this person, this runner, have for the chaser? That's kind of funny. I'm not in the mood. What you not in the mood for? You're not in the mood to be an adult? You're not in the mood to grow up? You're not in the mood to be better? The fuck? Excuse you. If the runner had to make one confession, Spirit, what would it be? If the runner had to make one confession to the chaser, what would their confession be? Aside from the fact that they're afraid. You know what? Spirit got jokes. I'm sick of this. I love you. We are bonded in eternal love that is beyond space and time. Close your eyes and reach into the infinity. Know that it is real. I want to reach out to you and tell you how I feel. The love I have for you in my heart nothing can compare to anything. What? The love I have for you in my heart nothing can compare to with anything. Okay, got it. I said it wrong. Remember always, my love, that I love you. I can't make this up. You feel like that, but you scared. Let's see if we can get some timing. Spirit, when can we expect to hear from this twin flame? And then I'm getting out this business. Y'all, go listen to Stevie Wonder's song, A Ribbon in the Sky. Because I feel like this is... they avoiding the inevitable. They trying to delay. They trying to stall. They trying to waste time. They trying to bullshit. They trying to do all them different things. They don't want to hang up their player card. But here's the thing. If you was happy, you wouldn't be doing the things that you do. You ain't got to hide behind all these panties that you popping. Y'all funny. Richard like, I got a deep voice too. All right. Let me tell y'all, I'm a sucker for any man with a deep voice. Baby, you get on my phone, you talking about, hey, baby. Ah! What? Ooh, I'm a sucker. Need some bass in the voice. Okay, anyway. All right, y'all. Y'all not gonna like this one. I asked Spirit, I said, when can we expect to hear from our twin flame? "12 months from now." Which is why time to say goodbye came up, which is why retreat is here. So I told y'all, this is not going to be a quick process. Y'all heard me when I said it. Y'all heard me when I said it. It is not a quick process at all. It's a lot of stagnation here. This person wasted a whole lot of time. That's why when they come towards you, they're going to be shocked to know that you ain't here for it. A whole nother year got to go by. So y'all might as well get real comfortable with letting go, dating, healing yourself, working on yourself. I know I can't deal with another year of this. A whole lot can happen in a year. I can meet somebody else, fall in love, and have a baby. And it'll be your loss. Okay, I'll get it. We'll look at it in a second. So I know that it's not the news that you wanted to hear, but this is an update that I have for you. Okay, so you can take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. All right. So on that note, I want to say thank you to all of y'all that stopped by. I know this is normally not my time to jump in, but thank you for joining the Pisces Tarot Experience. If you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can bookmark this reading and go back and watch it and listen to it, comment, and say what you need to say. Let me know how the messages resonate from you. I do love to hear from you, so please share your thoughts and insights in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed today's experience, give me a thumb up. Bing! Okay, give me that thumbs up. All right. Spirit said, hey! Spirit checking in. All right. Listen, y'all. Huge thank yous to all the viewers who stopped by. We had about 500 people to stop by today's conversation. Welcome to all my new followers and subscribers. Ow. Listen, I'll be back in the morning, okay? So... Yes, that's my song, A Ribbon in the Sky. Yeah. So that was today's earworm. So listen, I'll be back in the morning. All right. Try not to be too upset with yourself. let go and let God, because really it's out of our control at this point. All right. On that note, I'm Mimi the Lightseer, and I am out. Bye.